Brian Oxman, Jackson's family lawyer, claims the medication prescribed to Michael Jackson during this time led to his long-term addiction to painkillers.
When he burnt his hair at the Pepsi commercial, he started using painkillers then. He then fell from a stage and broke his leg. He also cracked a vertebrae in his back, and those things have caused him terrible pain.
I have suffered and dealt with the same kind of medical problem now afflicting my friend Michael Jackson. Because of that, and because of our friendship, when Michael's doctor called to ask if I could help, I was glad to intervene. I traveled to Mexico City, where I saw for myself that Michael was in desperate need of specialized medical attention. Because of my own experience with addiction to prescription medicines, I was able to make a number of calls in search of the best and most appropriate treatment for Michael, and he is now undergoing such treatment in Europe. Out of respect for his privacy, which I know to be extremely important at this time, I have not spoken publicly about our movement or about Michael's exact location. And because of my regard for him and my concern for his health, I will continue to be silent. I will only repeat that I am a friend of Michael Jackson, and I love him like a son, and I support him with all my heart.
By the end of the 1980s, at the peak of his career, Jackson was crowned Artist of the Decade and was the most famous man on the planet. But despite such triumphs, wild rumors about his private life were swirling.
It's been said that Michael Jackson underwent plastic surgery to make himself look more like you.
I don't think so.
Is that true?
No, I don't think he has. No one's ever told me. He's never told me that. I don't think so.
But is it unnerving for you to have a young man that's undergone plastic surgery to make himself look like you?
Well, I don't think he's trying to look like me. I really don't. I think he wants to look like what he perceives as makes him feel happy about himself, you know? I don't think he's trying to look like me. I do think he's quite beautiful, though, actually.
You know what media is like. How propaganda. They take anything and they blow it out. We're family. We saw the way we grew up in a two-bedroom house. Family is more important than all the success and anything. We're always going to hold on to that. Their whole thing is to divide and conquer and separate. We're family. We're family. We have children. We hurt just like everyone else.
Throughout Michael Jackson's life, curiosity and controversy were his constant companions.
I was in the room and I saw it on the camera. I thought, oh God, that looks really awful. But actually, below the window of the hotel ledge that comes out quite a way, and Michael had held the baby quite firmly anyway, and it was just a gesture to say, look, this is my new child. Yeah, and then he got absolutely slammed for it. But that thing was no danger at all, ever. And in fact, when we didn't think anything of it until after John and his fans were clapping and cheering, until the next day when it came out in the paper to me. When I saw the news clips, and I thought, well, yeah, that does look a bit scary. But, you know, as I say, there was a ledge just underneath. So even if he had dropped him, he was just gone and talked about TV. He used to embarrass me how good he was as a father. I mean, I was like, fucking, I think something wrong, Michael, please. Making you look bad. He was very hurt by misreporting from the press, but I think his defense mechanism was not to listen. Don't listen. They're going to say whatever they're going to say anyway. So just don't get involved with it. And I said to him one day, I said, why don't you just sue them? And he said, Mark, if I was to sue everyone that wrote something about me that was untrue, I'd be in court every single day. So it just wasn't worth it for him, so he just decided to let it go.
Whether as pop icon or tabloid caricature, the superstar always remained larger than life. But his success as a pop star was almost eclipsed by the endless gossip surrounding his lifestyle.
When I first met Michael, he had control in his life. And I think the control started slipping away 2003 onwards, when he sank deeper into despair over the false accusations.
Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court. I deserve a fair trial like every other American citizen. I will be acquitted and vindicated when the truth is told.
I think that there were a lot of doctors that just barged their way into his life.
Okay, he got his hands on these drugs. Where did he get the drugs from? Doctors. Can you imagine the horrific outcry if he was out in the street getting heroin and he was shooting heroin into him? Well, he got heroin. It was called Oxycontin. And he got a liquid form that put him to sleep at 5 a.m. Why couldn't he sleep?
It took a lot out of him. I mean, he didn't eat very well, sleeping very badly, and that probably took 10 years off him, much, I think.
The immense pressure of the allegations led to Michael Jackson's increasing dependency on prescription medication.
He was in terrible discomfort during the entire trial proceedings. He's going to go home, recuperate, rest and relax, and he'll be back on Monday, and he's looking forward to being here. And he went to the emergency room this morning, and he was given medication. So he'll be back on Monday, and we all thank you so very much. You take care.
Can you imagine the pressure he must have been under? And the pressure was enormous for him. I mean, of course, we knew that he was innocent of all charges, but, a lot of innocent men have been found guilty, and evidence can fall one way or the other. So the stress of 3 months of going to court every single day, he looked thin, he looked anemic almost. I mean, I think that really was probably the worst thing in his life as far as his health goes and his mental state.
On June 13, 2005, Michael Jackson was found not guilty and completely cleared of all charges.
I would like to thank the fans around the world. I would like to thank the fans around the world for your love and support from every corner of the earth. My family has been very supportive. My brother Randy has been incredible. I want to thank the community of Santa Maria. I want you to know that I love the community of Santa Maria very much. My community. I love the people. I will always love the people. My children were born in this community. My home is in this community. I will always love this community from the bottom of my heart. That's why I moved here. Thank you very much.
There was no African American on the jury. There was so many search warrants, so many months of investigation, so many $1 million, and they didn't even get an alcohol charge. They put it in to get something. They didn't even get that. It didn't go to show how guilty he was. It went to show how innocent he is, how clean he is. They went through his house with a fine coat, and the lady that brought the charges later ended up in jail for fraud. So, Michael was a victim.
Despite all allegations,